Good evening from Tzaneen. So I'm up here for a whole month doing my medical school elective, and I made sure to put in a couple of extra shifts last week, which means this week I can take off a few days and go on a solo camping trip to the Kruger National Park. So come with me. Good morning. So I've just arrived at Orpen Gate. It was a 2-hour drive from Tzaneen and not too bad at all. Quiet roads, nice and bright with the full moon. And now I just need to wait for the gates to open and we'll be ready to go see what we can find.
Oh, this day you are looking for the secret bay, the shore you haven't been before. Oh, this day everyone talks about the coral cay, and all along that sound. Oh, this day, like lying in a cloud, sun seems to stay. Let's turn the music loud.
So Kruger Solo, the sequel, is already off to a great start. I had a beautiful morning driving the Orpen to Satara road, and I've just popped into Satara now because it's one of the places where I can check in for Balule Campsite, which is where I'll be staying tonight. And the plan now is to head to the Nwinetsi picnic site for a bit of a late breakfast brunch. From my 3 a.m. wake up, and I'm back on the road, and I've decided to do my favorite road in the park, which is the S100 along the Tzaneen River, before I start heading north.
Search for your trace is my only goal.
Hi.
There's some lionesses, but I think you passed quite low.
Quite low, okay.
And it's far in, it's binocular lines.
Okay, thank you.
Down.
Thank you.
And rise up in the sky, dreams come true. Not only in my mind, I found my place.
You're gonna have to take my word for it that those are lions. Can't quite get a video. Something that's super nice about doing a solo trip in the Kruger is spotting animals is not a solo responsibility, because if you see a group of cars stopped, or even just one car stopped, if you pull up next to them and ask them what they're looking at, they will almost 99% of the time tell you what it is and help you find it, which is just lovely. I've just turned on to the S147, which is an 8-kilometer one-way track just south of Balule Camp, which I'm excited to explore because I've never driven this route before. Okay, so these ones definitely aren't binocular lions.
Now there you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had.
Do we think this tent will stay up tonight? I've arrived at Balule Camp, which is a very small, rustic camp without electricity. Feeling a little out of place because everyone else is camping here with big trailers and fancy tents and caravans, and I've just got my little one-person tent. But you know what? That's what makes it an adventure. So tent is miraculously up and a little bit more secure thanks to a stranger's kindness, because he lent me his tent peg hammer so that I could properly secure my tent to the ground and hope it doesn't blow away in the wind. And now I've come to sit back with the lions, who are only 10 minutes from camp, and enjoy sunset with them. Pro tip to anyone coming camping: don't forget your sleeping bag, like I did. Good morning from the Kruger National Park. It was another early start this morning and I packed up my tent in the rain. It was a cold, rainy night without a sleeping bag, but we survived. And we've got some hot coffee now, and I managed to be first on the road out of Balule Camp. Caught a glimpse of the hyena that I was hearing from the tent, and now the plan is to slowly make my way towards the Timbavati picnic site.
And I've heard of a love that comes once in a lifetime, and I'm pretty sure that you are that love of mine. I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone that you would be mine.
I've decided that this looks like a pretty cool spot to pull in and have some breakfast.
I feel okay when I see you smile, smile. Wishing on dandelions all of the time, praying to God that one day you'll be mine.
It's been a good rainy morning drive, and so now it's time that I turn north and make my way towards Letaba, where I'll be camping this evening.
Hard to breathe when you're looking at me. I've never felt so alive and free. When you're looking at me, I've never felt so happy.
So I've arrived here at Letaba, set up my tent, which is looking a lot sturdier today. I borrowed a hammer from someone again to make sure I got it secured properly. And I found some way to charge everything in the bathroom. The plugs here are fancy and they need special connectors, and everybody else seems to have those special connectors, but I don't. So I've just gone and plugged everything in the bathroom to charge before I go for my afternoon drive. But before that, I thought I'd just take a walk along the front of Letaba, along the beautiful riverfront, and maybe even go get myself a coffee. I was also just reminded that on my last Kruger solo video, someone commented, "Did you rob a grave at Pilgrim's Rest for those sandals?" Which is funny, but I gotta say, don't knock the Birks until you try them. Once again, everyone's got a caravan or a tent that looks like a house. I'm gonna have to keep an eye that these little ones don't steal my stuff. Quite a lot. I didn't plan to camp in the rain. I'm not really a wet weather camper.
Wait for the dawn.
Good morning from a cold and misty Kruger Park. Had a beautiful sunrise through the mist. I was first on the roads again, honestly, because so cold without my sleeping bag. So I thought, given I'm awake, may as well get up early and make a head start. I've decided to go back down south today and make my way past Olifants to Stara and then out the Orpen Gate before I head back to Tzaneen.
He said, let's get out of this town, drive out of the city, away from the crowds.
I've just driven onto the Olifants high water bridge, the one where you can get out of your car, and about 100 meters before the bridge, a hyena pops out of the bush and runs past me. So I'm gonna think twice about getting out of my car on this bridge. I just love those encounters with animals where it's just you and the animal, and it's such a chance encounter. You just both happen to be on the road at the same time, and you acknowledge them and they acknowledge you. I don't know, those are my favorite.
I said no one has to know what we do. His hands are in my hair, his clothes are in my room, and his voice is a familiar sound. Nothing lasts forever.
I always tell myself that I'm happy whatever I see, that there's nothing on my sighting wish list, but honestly, deep down, this is what was on my wish list.
I will never take back words that I said that.
He actually, as he crossed the road, he brushed up right next to my car, next to my open window. And I was in so shock that I was literally frozen. Didn't manage to take a picture because I was like in shock. And I was like, damn, I missed my really good photo opportunity. He walked right next to me and I missed it. And then this model over here decided, you know what, I'm gonna come pose for you. So special, beyond what I could have imagined seeing today. Okay, that was just insane. I have never in my life, that was crazy. Like, the leopard literally started out on that side of the road napping, then got up and went under a tree, then crossed the road, or actually first walked right past my car, like skimmed up against my car. I held my breath and put my window up, hoping he wouldn't want to eat me, and then crossed the road. Then I was looking for him, not sure where he went, looking in the veldt, like in the distance, only to realize that actually he's jumped up onto the signpost. He then chilled there for like 45 minutes, letting everybody take beautiful pictures. And then as I decided, you know what, it's time for me to leave, and drove past, he decided, nope, actually he feels like it's too warm, jumped down, then walked towards where I'd just driven to, again brushed up right next to my car, so much so that I had to put up my window again because he was looking up at me and I thought he was gonna try and eat me as well for a second time. And then walked just in front of me to where there was a Jeep parked like right next to me, and decided that this was his new napping place and lay down underneath the Jeep for a nap. Anyway, I just feel so lucky to be able to come to a place as magical as the Kruger as often as I can, and to be able to witness such beautiful creatures in their natural habitat, spend time enjoying their beauty. Yeah, I'm feeling very grateful. You know, I was just thinking how weird it was that I'd been in the Kruger for 3 days and not seen a single buffalo. But I found them. Well, that wraps up Kruger Solo, the sequel. I've had an amazing 3 days, and I'm so grateful that my medical school elective allowed for me to have this gap so I could come experience the magic of the Kruger and connect with the bush, connect with myself in the bush, and just have some incredible sightings. Only could have been improved upon by remembering my sleeping bag so I didn't freeze to death at night in the campsites. But besides from that, it's been a perfect few days. So, Chantal Kruger out.